what are you taking over? You taking over bed sheets and pillows because you putting everybody to sleep.
Teofimo Lopez finally reacts to Shakur Stevenson calling him out for a fight at 140 pounds. Teofimo Lopez, if he does anything, he definitely tries to move the needle. Whether you love him or hate him, Teofimo Lopez always got something to say, and he always doing something. It's your boy, Mr. 926, a.k.a. Bushido the Dragon, a.k.a. the Black Mage, a.k.a. I could just do this all day, the two-time demonetized champion of the world.
I need y'all to get the likes up, man. Get the likes up.
Check it out, man. Relatively slow period in boxing right now. But one guy that's always doing something, always reacting to something, always got something to say is none other than Teofimo Lopez, the Takeover. And he had some pretty nasty things to say in regards to Shakur Stevenson calling him out. Check it out.
What you need to take over is that fucking grip strength, because what you got going on there, you got a fucking grip strength of a 16-year-old boy. My goodness, you soft like Charmin. You soft like Charmin. Yo, Charmin got better grip than your ass. you got an average, your average strength is a 16-year-old boy in a grown man body. Somebody make this shit up. I can't make it up. This is crazy. What the you taking over? What are you taking over? You taking over bed sheets and pillows because you putting everybody to sleep. Can't even put Josh Padley down under 6. Bro, you trash. You garbage. Yo, you talking to yourself on Twitter because you ain't got no friends. Fuck you.
Now, to hear what he had to say, I'm expecting a fight to happen. Whether it's sometime later this year or sometime early next year. If he gets past Arnold Barboza Jr., which shouldn't be easy, I expect Barboza to come with everything he's got and more in that fight. And then Teofimo honestly should be focused on this guy because he seemed to be distracted with everything else that's going on. Got kicked out of Canelo's camp, right? He came out with a video saying that he feel some type of way about that. Like it kind of hurt that he got kicked out of Canelo's camp because Team Canelo ain't playing no games over there, right? When it's time to get ready for camp, they ain't playing around dancing. And, well, Canelo do be dancing and shit in camp sometimes. But they not playing around with Teofimo Lopez and his antics. For whatever reason, he got booted out of the camp. And Eddie Reynoso is no longer be training Teofimo Lopez, for those who don't know. But Teofimo Lopez got a fight coming with Arnold Barboza. Now, he needs to be focused on that guy. But he's also had some things to say about Shakur Stevenson. Said that he does nothing but put people to sleep. That F you, all this other stuff, right? We heard what he just had to say. He had a lot to say, and he's going to have to answer to this relatively soon, right? Because Shakur Stevenson should be pressing for a fight with Teofimo Lopez after Teofimo Lopez gets past, if he gets past Arnold Barboza Jr. Because I say if, because we've seen Teofimo Lopez get beat up in fights before. Beat up in fights. Never seen Shakur Stevenson get beat up before. Say what you want about the kid's performances. Never seen him get beat up on. Never seen it. He didn't stop Padley in under 6 rounds, but he stopped him in 6, right? He stopped him in 6. Let's be honest. Sometimes these guys need those rounds when they coming off a long layoff, possibly the longest layoff of their career. Long layoff, coming off an injury, a surgery and everything. Yeah, you might need those rounds, right? You might need a little bit of rounds just to get a feel of things, just to get some rounds in. Honestly, right? But since Shakur didn't stop this dude in 2, well, now he don't know what to do. Look, man, Teofimo Lopez also had this to say about his nemesis, Keyshawn Davis.
To be honest, though, I don't mind fighting him. That'll be easy money for me. And on top of that, it'll be easy game. Okay. He's Chinny. It's just he hasn't. Top Rank knows how to build fighters. I'm sure. Look, I know that from my own point of view. They know how to build fighters. It's different, though, once you get to that level of when they become your enemies. When you're Top Rank's enemy, that's when things get a little harder. And if you defeat their opposition on that level, then what is there to really face?
Teofimo Lopez, in the past, didn't really seem too interested in fighting Keyshawn Davis. He had a lot to say. He's Chinny, Top Rank moving him a certain way, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I don't necessarily believe so. If you look at the opponents he's faced thus far, a lot of those dudes have a lot more fights than Keyshawn Davis has as a professional. Keyshawn Davis looks more and more spectacular every time we see him in the ring. To be honest, we never seen Keyshawn Davis get beat up in a fight. We've seen Teofimo get beat up in fights against guys that we didn't expect to even stand a chance against Teofimo Lopez. That's the ultimate difference here, right? So after all this talking, right, because these guys been around each other for years now. There's been a lot of things that's been said over the years. Keyshawn Davis apparently beat up Teofimo's old man, all this other stuff. Somewhere down the line, something has to happen. Because when you guys talk about fighting each other and all this other stuff, and then you turn around and fight somebody else, like, come on, man, what are we doing here? Is Teofimo Lopez going to keep this same energy? Because one thing we also know about Teofimo, he don't like to keep the same energy when these dudes in his presence. He's very buddy-like. Oh, I'm just putting on a show for the people. And I appreciate the showmanship. Your boy Bushido loves the show. But I need to also see if you're going to go, bro. Right? Pause. I also need to see if you go. If that needed a pause. But you guys know what I mean. If you go fight these dudes. Are you going to really press for a fight with Shakur Stevenson next? Because you likely won't be getting guys like Tank in the ring. And the Ryan Garcia fight, y'all seem to be circling around each other for whatever reason. Shakur Stevenson should be looking to see you soon. He called you out first, bro. You never said nothing about Shakur. You didn't want no smoke. Now you said everything but let's fight. But then you turn around and say, well, I'm interested in fighting Keyshawn. He's Chinny, etc. Well, go prove it, bro. Because every time I see Keyshawn, he looks better and better every fight. I can't say that about Teofimo. Teofimo, I think he's very talented, right? But he can be very inconsistent. I'm not quite sure if he has a style that can deal with every style that's in front of him. I'm not sure. So I need to see if you can fight Shakur. I need to see if you can go beat Shakur. I need to see you go up in the ring and actually fight Keyshawn Davis instead of doing all this talking. And if the money's going to be on the table from Turk Al-Sheikh and all these guys, then what's up with it, bro? If you get past Barbosa, I think Barbosa's going to be a tough fight. Barbosa's going to bring everything he's got in that fight. You best believe it. Because a guy like Barbosa had to work really hard to get to where he's at. And he's going to leave it all in the ring against Teofimo. And if I'm honest, Teofimo Lopez seems to be distracted with everything else besides the guy that he's got coming up. Sometimes these guys that these top-level guys overlook come in there and give them arguably their toughest fights of their career. So be on the lookout for that, because we've seen it happen before. He's totally overlooking Barbosa. Barbosa seemed to be on his stride right now. He's going to see if he can carry that momentum to a fight with a talented fighter like Teofimo. We go see how that plays out. And then if Teofimo Lopez gets past Arnold Barbosa Jr., I'll be looking forward to seeing if he still has that same energy about fighting Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn the businessman Davis. But tell me what you guys think. Teofimo Lopez says Shakur Stevenson ain't doing nothing but putting people to sleep because he's boring, and that Keyshawn Davis is Chinny. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.